Single 40 Podcast, episode 53. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys?
We're doing something a little different this time. We're actually going live while we shoot this on Facebook. So maybe you're going to see it live today, or you'll see it when we repost it after we edit it next week. Last week we had Miles, our guest here. Glenn should probably post that one tomorrow, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe the next day.
Yeah, Miles was cool. I got to hear his story. And the guy had, I didn't know he was in the military. And he's lived in the Philippines, off and on for a while.
Yeah, that's why guests are fun to have. Like, I mean, we met the guy. I knew he was military, but I figured he was like a career military guy and spent a lot of time in the Philippines. That's why he settled there. But he was 4 years in and then out, and then eventually moved to the Philippines after retirement age. So you just never know.
Yeah, it was cool. He brought us some gifts, and he brought some seltzers back.
Yeah, he brought some Philippines gifts with him.
Yeah, it was cool.
So yeah, Miles, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I'll get it out. So
I put out a short this week, basically a clip of our podcast from 2 weeks ago where we're talking about we'll talk to anybody on a podcast.
Yeah.
So I want to keep obviously harping on that to get more guests. Santa Claus, Don is his name, reached out on a comment and said if he's in town next time we're there, he wants to.
Oh, he was just visiting when he was there?
No, he said he was, I think he's got a residence back in Arizona too. I think he lives in Angeles full time, but he goes back and forth, I guess, maybe.
Nice.
And he had like a knee surgery, remember? So I think he needs to probably go tend to that or whatever. But he said he'd like to come on and tell a story, and I'd love to have him on.
Yeah, they get dressed up as Santa Claus when we party. That's the best.
Yeah, dude. I want to get Todd G on.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about guests in the future. Hopefully we can get some more because it's always fun. But we're starting to plan more for the May 7th trip. So...
yeah, we got plane tickets, so that's it.
We have plane tickets, and we're lining up the bars. So if you're watching this live or on the YouTube later and you want us to come to your bar, let us know. We've got a couple lined up that we've never been to that we're in talks with now about coming, in Stella Bar, which is supposedly on Walking Street down by McDonald's, and then Miekos, which is behind Walking Street right next to Crystal Palace.
Nice. Yeah, I've never been to either one of those places, so.
Yeah, me neither. So hopefully those two come to fruition before we go. And I was thinking how we'll set it up is obviously, I heard Dollhouse is open. Like somebody commented on either Facebook or YouTube from our last podcast where we were like saying we weren't sure if it was open yet. Somebody said it's open. So
yeah.
I haven't reached out to those guys yet, but as we get closer to the trip, we will, because we already know, they want to have us at Dollhouse.
I'm just excited to go back. It's been years,
So the plan would be night one, we're going to start at Dollhouse. We have to, because
it'd be cool.
Be the first time we're there since it's been remodeled and open. And then possibly after that, walk down to Stella, check that out, see how those two go. I figure we're probably going to spend some time at Dollhouse because it's brand new, renovated. And so I figured we'd go Dollhouse, Stella, if Stella works out, which I think it will. And then obviously maybe finish the night at Sky or one of the places we always like to go. And then the next night we would go out would be the 9th, start that one at Atlantis, then go to Miekos because it's right next to Crystal Palace. And then Crystal Palace is going to have a dance contest there in the planning stages of that we're going to sponsor the winner, the grand prize for the cash prize. So we're going to sponsor that. So we'll finish the night there for the finale of the dance contest. So
fuck, man, sounds like a fucking amazing night. I can't even, 2 months away.
80 days, 11 and a half weeks, and then we'll be there.
Yeah, no, I'll be here before we know it, like I always say, but...
Work-wise, too, I think we're good now, because I think we're going to load 2 vessels in March, so I think by when May comes around, we won't have to do that.
No,
I don't see how that's possible, so we're going to be coming.
Yeah, no, it's... well, then we just got to plan the trip out, right? Like where we're going to go after or what we're going to do. So
yeah, we'll get into that later. Got to get these bar hopping nights locked in, but we got 11 weeks to do it, which will go by fast, but pretty good stuff. We've been getting a lot of positive comments lately, especially on Facebook. We've been getting a lot of traction on Facebook, and different guys have been, commenting that they want to join us or that looks like fun or so. We're making moves, dude.
Well, yeah, it's just getting it out there, right? I think that was we've always talked about. It's just not the normal stuff you see on, that niche of content, right? We're not vloggers. We're not like walking around talking. We don't live there, so it's more of just...
it's hard to search for something you don't know you're looking for, right? So it's like, if you're not looking for that, how many people across the world know about Angeles City? Not a lot unless you've been there, you know, and you have obviously a lot of guys that have been in the U.S. military that know about it because of Clark, and they've been stationed over there, or they were stationed in Korea and they went over there for vacation. But outside of that, it's like me and you both, like, you know, your family's from the Philippines. You had no idea about
No,
Angeles City.
yeah, you just don't know. And I mean, you don't know about those type of areas, right? Those like, you know, nightlife, entertainment places, which is, you know, it just has a bad rep, but it's like, dude, it's just a place to have fun, right?
Well, that's the other part of it, is like we're up against years of negativity on YouTube about the place.
Yeah, so
So it's like, even if you were a guy that you didn't know what you were looking for and you came across some Angeles City content prior to our shit, you're like, this
yeah,
place
well,
looks like a shithole. Everyone's talking shit about it. Why would I want to go there?
yeah, no, that's it. So, no, it's a good thing that people are, you know, we got a positive group of people. Like we've tried to talk about forever. It's like, I'd rather, you know, this is the content that it's made for those guys, and we're not making it for people that fucking are haters, or, you know. So in the end, it's good that we're getting more positive guys and people that want to meet up and hang out and shit.
So I've taken a different stance. I mean, for the most part, we've been growing the fastest on Facebook. Obviously, we don't put the long format videos up on there, like the full podcast or like one of Glenn's full range party videos. But we put clips of the podcast, and we put clips of the long range video or the long format videos on there. And, you know, over the last, you know, month and a half, we've grown, you know, over 2,000 subscribers or followers, I think they call them on Facebook. So for every positive one we've gotten of a guy saying like, this looks like fun, or like, I want to join you guys, there's a negative one always.
Yeah.
And it's always like talking about how Angeles is a shithole, and, you know, one guy called it like the land of stretch marks and like overpriced girls. And it's just funny. Like, to me, it's like these people don't like it, but yet they watch it and they comment on it. It's like,
what was that thing I was telling you the other day? Like your biggest haters, or just your fans that haven't started to clap yet, or something?
yeah, totally, right? So it's like, for every one of those comments, you know, that's positive, we get some person talking shit, not necessarily about us, but about Angeles City. And you know, I used to take the stance, if they weren't attacking me personally, like that, I wouldn't get defensive. I'd ask like, why do you think that? Or like, have you been there lately? But now I'm going like, don't come back. Like, fine. Like, if you don't like it, like, more for us. Like, don't come.
That's it, man.
Like,
and it's across the board on anything. I mean, what was that thing you were talking about today about that weightlifter guy that, like, you know, that,
oh yeah.
like literally, like, he posts content on, you know, health and fitness, and he had some like weird thing on his face, and people just shit on him, and next thing they know, they find out the guy's like a military vet who's been in, it's like an IED.
Yeah, hit with an IED in the face.
It's just, but that's it. Like, you're never gonna, you know, please people. And I mean, the best part is like, we're gonna continue to make these things as long as we can keep going on these vacations. So we're just gonna have content, and we have a good amount with these shorts, and we're using, you know, videos and stuff that we've had. So
I'm glad you brought that guy up, but his name's Malibu Max Fitness, I believe, on TikTok. Okay. So if you want to check him out, like, cool guy, jacked, like totally into fitness, and he started a fitness, you know, content page. And due to the injuries he sustained while serving his country, his face looks like he's had multiple plastic surgeries, which he's probably had, right? So he doesn't look like a normal person, right? And so when he started, that's all the comments he got was people talking shit about the way he looked, right? And the funny part is, like, due to the fact people were talking shit about him, that's what propelled him. Because finally somebody researched him and figured out why he looked like that, and then they let it out. And then all of a sudden, you know, a huge following of people that support troops and support people that, you know, put their fucking life on the line. And he went from like a couple followers to 1 million in like a matter of weeks. So it's like the haters were there and they created it.
They're the biggest fans, dude.
The biggest fucking fans.
That's it, man.
Fuck all you guys that talk shit about the guy, and, you know, the guy's the man. So good for him. No, hopefully he keeps growing.
But yeah, I mean, we're always gonna keep having those type of people, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think 99% of these guys that talk shit about Angeles have been there, and I think 99% of them got their heart broken by some girl, and that's where all this insecurity weirdness derives from.
No doubt.
Instead of just moving on and finding a new girl, it's like they wanted to play Captain Save-A-Ho. They didn't realize the game is the game, and they got hurt.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, which we're not here talking about that, but that's like the biggest thing. It's the game's the game. You have to just understand what it is, right? And everyone's going to learn a different, you know, go through different experiences and have their, whatever happens to them, but you either learn from it or you just you go negative town.
I mean, if you're gonna, nightlife is about having fun with the people you're with and the people you meet. It's not a place to meet a fucking partner for life, in my opinion. It's not a place to meet your wife or a girlfriend. Like, it's a place to go out, let loose with your friends, make some new friends, and have a good time. And that's obviously what we use it for and what we're about.
Well, you take it with what it is, and you enjoy whatever experiences, relationships you have from it. And some are good, some are bad, some last a while, some don't. Like, and that's the thing. Over the years I've gone, I've like met a lot of cool people and had fun time, and some have been cool, some
Totally.
So,
and we've had a couple negative experiences at bars for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into it, but we don't ever talk about it because it's like you just move on. Like, went to the bar for whatever reason, it wasn't a good experience for multiple different issues or whatever it was. But it's like you don't.
I think what we've
make
done
a video
is,
about it. I
well,
don't care.
we've taken the bad experience, we've like learned from them, and then like try to explain like, hey, pay attention to your bar tab. Don't do this because you might, But I mean, as much as it's like, yeah, it sucks, but it's like you learn, and we just, okay, well then we have this lady, like make sure she tells us when we reach a certain amount, I don't know.
No, it's key. Like you said, education. It's just like anything in life, getting better at it. Like failing and then figuring out why you failed, and then, the next time you do it better. And that's exactly what we did over the years. Like, yeah, a couple times we got, a weird bar tab.
No, we've been taken to the cleaners here and there, especially early on when, like, we didn't pay attention. We were just fucking having a good time, and they didn't know us, So, but that's it. We didn't like make a video about like never to go visit this place again and telling people that it sucks and the people whatever. But
no, it's true. I would never make a negative video about anything.
Yeah,
I don't even want to project that into the world. It's like you said, move on. Obviously, make stuff like you said that how we've learned. But we're not going to get into the experience that taught us. We're just going to tell you what we've learned and how we've used that to make the best experiences we can have in Angeles. So, I mean, we can go from there, but it's exciting stuff, man. The channel's growing, especially on Facebook, which it's funny because we didn't ever thought Facebook was, something that would be big for us.
Well, like you said, people want instant success and want like see like, if you're making money on it, they want to see big, gains, and it's like the long play, right? The long game. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's definitely growing faster than YouTube and the other ones that we're on. So
discipline and consistency, and what we started doing is obviously trying to post, 4 to 5 posts a day, short clips.
That's it.
And we've been doing that for over a month now, and it's really paid off on Facebook. Not so much on the other ones, but
when you flood the, people's fucking pages or whatever, their feed with, when you start seeing it over and over, I mean, eventually you're gonna be like, what is this?
Yeah, they call it audience fatigue too, where if you put out, some people argue if you put out too much shit, like they get tired of seeing you.
Yeah. Where
Facebook's different. They like reward you for putting out more content. YouTube's the opposite. So, but whatever, it's like we still use all of them, and we have X, and I think we have 43 followers on X. Yeah. We use Instagram, we have 200 on there, but the advice is don't stop. I don't know what video we're gonna make that will hit on one of those pages where people will start following us, or if they ever will, but it doesn't matter because we're growing on other ones. But like you said, we're just gonna keep going and be consistent with it.
Yeah, and I mean, we've been basically just trying to learn and figure out like, okay, this is helping us, and using different AI apps to help us out with, making it faster on editing. And obviously with these mics today, we're not using any.
Yeah, we have no microphones. Yeah, you guys notice?
We're playing around with these wireless mics I got the other day. And I mean, if these things, they should sound good. So if then it's like, you don't need to set anything up and just make it easier, right?
Yeah, so. Disclaimer, this is a test run for our new mic. So if the audio sucks on this podcast, we apologize. We'll get it fixed for the next one. But I'm confident Glenn figured it out.
Yeah, no, these are, they record internally, so even if like through the camera it's shitty, you could still salvage.
Edit it.
Yeah, so. But yeah, I mean, just learning the game too when it comes to these videos and editing and just trying to make it better, right? That's how I look at it. And, if you're going to produce something, you should be trying to get better at it, so.
Well, I mean, now that you brought that up, last night, I was working out and I had on the TV, I had our YouTube channel playing. and it was just randomly playing videos from our channel, and a couple came across from like well over a year ago. It was like the first time we sat down in the studio. It wasn't when we were podcasting yet, but it was when we we'd put out some videos and we didn't get a lot of views, and we were thinking of like why, and we're like, oh, maybe there's no substance. So we sat down and had me try to like introduce the video.
I remember that.
Dude, it's so bad. Like watching it, it's just like, what are we doing? It's so bad.
Like you were reading it?
I was like reading a script off my computer. My head was all tilted. I'm like, today we're going to make a video about Atlantis. Atlantis is a big bar that we have a lot of.
Dude.
And it's funny because at the time I thought it was cool. And then looking back on it, how much we've grown and gotten better at it.
But that's like the main, like the message along, I mean, every platform, it's like you just make it. And then it's like, you're always going to suck. And
a year from now we're gonna look at this and be like, what the fuck were we doing? But that's why you can't, like, if you want to do this, just do it, and you'll get better as you go.
And I think that's like the main like we've talked about doing this and we just never did, and then now it's like, I think what we need to do more is be more like, I mean, I can't do it, but I got to get out of my comfort zone and be more of like a vlogger, I guess. Like
you gotta put your
you gotta be like, hey man,
camera.
I'm in Angela City. Like it's not something I'm like all about doing. But yeah, no, and people like that, right? People like the vloggers and seeing what people are doing and shit.
Like we were talking about, content is such a math equation of just economics when you look at it. Billions of people sign on to these platforms every day to entertain themselves and look at them, and the percentage of people that are watching versus creating is, I don't know what it is, but it's fucking vast, right? Like you have, I don't know what Facebook has every day users wise, but I mean millions upon millions of daily users, just like YouTube. And then you look at people creating content, it seems like it's a lot, but it's like compared to how many people are looking, it's not.
Well, there's so many. I mean, it just goes back to like what we've always talked about. I mean, there's just a lot of insecure people, right? You're insecure, so you're gonna be like, I don't want to put myself out there.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, when it comes to like our niche, it's like there's just even smaller of like, because people are real insecure. I mean, half the people that like are negative haters they don't even, like, they just have a channel for that, right? They're not producing anything or even have a picture.
Yeah, they just are a
so it's like
person on the.
But yeah, no, platform. it's definitely one of those things where it's not a lot of people making content.
It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're just consistent, and you keep putting out, like eventually you'll find people, or the algorithm will find people that like you. And even if you're just doing something like fitness, like if you watch fitness stuff, it's monotonous because it's pretty much the same message as it should be, like eat healthy, work out. So nobody's doing anything different or groundbreaking. They're all recycling information that's out there about fitness. But what draws you to them is like, do you like the person? Do you like how they communicate? Do you like how they talk? Do you like how they look? Like, and so it's like, no matter what your message is, like you'll find people that like you, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just in this weird world of, doing positive stuff on entertainment districts in Asia where most people hate on them. So
that's it, man.
Hopefully, I mean, they like us, they don't like us, it doesn't really give a fuck, right?
I mean, we've made 53 of these things, and we've been making party videos, so.
You know what I should do is go back and watch the first podcast. I haven't listened or watched that since.
Yeah, it was just you. Yeah, I don't even think I was on it. I don't even think I spoke.
I don't think you did either. I think we just had the one mic, and I just sit there and talk my head off for 10 minutes, not knowing what the fuck to say.
Good stuff, man.
But our growth is exciting, man. It's motivating.
Yeah, we got to get that fucking virtual thing going, man. I have to look more into it, but that would just, I mean, be an easier type of just to get more guests, I guess, like we've always talked about, and guys living over there that want to.
No, it's something we got to figure out, and we got to figure it out quick.
It's just more of the time, dude. There's just not enough time in the day.
Well, you got our boy Ginzu June, and I've been on his virtual podcast twice.
You should email him, ask him like exactly like.
I got to hit him up.
What's your setup, dude?
He said he'd be our first virtual guest, and that guy's the man.
No, it's there. It's just like for me at least, it's like blinking. It's Friday, and then it's like the week's over, and it's like what? Well,
back to the mics. The cool thing about this, and Glenn figured out we could get these, is there's 4 of them, right?
Yeah, they're all connected to one transmitter.
So when we go mobile on our podcast, and when we go to Angela City, we don't got to bring microphones and mic stands and all that, and we can actually sit down with, 2 guests and both of us, because I hate when Glenn doesn't have a mic. It kind of takes away from the podcast, in my opinion. And sometimes when we've had a guest over there, we haven't been able to mic Glenn up because we just can't travel with all that equipment. Yeah. So these things, as you can see, they're tiny, and the 4 of them are in a case half the size of your phone.
Yeah,
so.
no, this is the reason I was looking into it. It's a cool setup, and yeah, if we can just minimize our. I mean, we have like so much gear when we bring. So.
And I got to talk to the guys at Atlantis because my goal is on the next one to actually do the podcast like before Atlantis opens during the day in the bar because they have the couches and shit.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And we can sit there and talk to different people. And we got to get the Angels on too. Like they're all shy and timid to do it because they say their English isn't good, but it would be fun to have a couple of them on.
We should definitely
hear their single 40 experience.
Yeah, fucking anyone.
Just keep going. Next week will be episode 54. It's like we'll be in the 60s, episode 60 something by the time we head over there.
Yeah. And it'll be a good trip. We got more people coming back with us on this one, so yeah, dude. Anybody watching this thing?
On the live? I don't know. Are you watching on the live? First time. I mean, we've tried. I messed around with live back one time when I was in the tattoo shop at Aaron's place.
Yeah.
I went live. I was playing with it and I didn't even realize I went live, and AJ picked up on it.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah,
He said, you were live today. I'm like, oh, that actually worked?
That's awesome.
And the other time I tried to go live was on YouTube, and it was when we were in Boracay. And I don't know if I figured it out or not, but who cares? But we're going to try to go live on all these podcasts going forward just for fun. And
it's just more content, too.
yeah, just if you want to check it out and not wait for us to edit it and put it out. Hopefully the people on the live can hear us. It's being shot from my phone, which is about 5 feet away from us. I don't know if the mic's picking us up, but we'll soon find out, I guess. So that's all I got for today, man.
Not much. Nice and short and sweet.
Next week we should have more of the concrete plans on where we're gonna go bar hopping and get this thing rolling. So
yeah, I'll have Miles's podcast hopefully tomorrow or the next day. But
yeah, so check out the Guest Miles podcast. That's episode 52. Glenn should have it out in the next 24 to 48 hours.
So
please check that out. Hit us up in the comments and make it count.
Make it count. All right.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yep.